Follow the money.
That's what I always say. You always follow the money.
Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
What a day. We're live, Stadium Swim. First time ever here on this show. Circa, Las Vegas is the spot. 2 hours remaining on today's program. We are expected to be joined by Derek Stevens coming up a little bit later on. Maybe Taryn, very busy here at Stadium Swim. Matt Human's on the program coming up in about an hour. He'll be here live. How he is approaching the weekend with the Masters, NFL draft props as well, and maybe a future or two on college basketball. Your current favorite or short shot at DraftKings is Scottie Scheffler at 3-1. Mm-hmm. He is 6 under, 2 back of Justin Rose. Stop me when you want to make a bet. Rory McIlroy's plus 360.
Continue.
Bryson DeChambeau plus 370, 1 stroke back.
Boy, come on, Connors. Gee, it's an easy putt.
Was that for...
Missed that. I hope it was for birdie. Wasn't even ridiculous.
Great.
Sorry, go ahead.
What a roller coaster this has been with him and about 6 of my other guys that I have, too.
I hope that was for birdie. I mean, that was ridiculous.
This
that thing took a right turn. Oh,
I don't like the body language.
Yeah.
So that kind of tells me that might have been for par. Hope I'm wrong. We'll see here when they grade it on the screen in a second. But Corey Connors.
All right, par.
Oh, so...
Yeah, all right. Go to 6. It's getting juicy now, baby.
Golly,
it's
man.
Getting juicy. Who's going to make the cut? Who's going to lead after round 2? It's good stuff. Rose is minus 220 to have the lead at the end of the round.
Who's going to catch him? Would it be Hatton still? Or would it be Scheffler? If it gets something together here?
I thought it'd be Connors. But
no, he had his chance right there.
Yep.
Did you grab any Rose yesterday?
Yeah, I did. Yep, had to do it.
9-1 now.
Omo, yep.
Would you add a little bit more?
No.
Okay.
I think the wheels are coming off tomorrow, or someone's just going to run them down. So it's packed up, tightly packed. I already have Connors. Hatton is. You're right. Might be Hatton. He's only through 11.
Yeah, it could be him.
He's got a lot of holes left. The McCarty story's incredible. Matt McCarty was 500-1 entering the day. He got to 5 under. Lowry's 5 under. Day was at 6. He gave 1 back.
Jason Day is 18-1 right now.
Man.
Like, don't look now, but he is right there in contention and in the mix.
Yeah. I don't mind some Hatton, 12-1. And I already have Lowry, and I don't want Day. And then we're getting into 30 to 40-1 range then. Morikawa, Matsuyama, Scheffler, McCarty, yes. No.
I think, that group right there, that foursome, Aubert 30, Collin 30, Matsuyama 50, X-Man 55. I think all 4 of those guys are capable of posting an extremely low number tomorrow.
Uh-huh.
And I don't have any of them.
Yeah.
But
it's not crazy though. I mean, you come out strong tomorrow. If you're only 6 shots back with 2 days to play, that's not nuts.
You know, there are some. So I told you earlier in the week that one of my guys that I bet, I don't know, a couple of months ago was Russell Henley, playing such great golf. And he goes out there yesterday, he puts up a snowman. It's 8 over.
Mm-hmm.
And then today he played a great round of golf. He was 5 under to get to 3. 6 under to get to 2. And if he pars out on number 18, that's like the cut line. I think he's going to make the cut. Of course, he bogeys number 18, drops to 3. I think he might miss the cut now based on projections. But even if he can just avoid catastrophe yesterday, and if he's 2 over on Thursday, right, he's not that far out of contention.
Yeah.
And you saw it today. He's capable of putting up 5, 6, 7 under. And it's a killer round, like you said
it's like
yesterday.
Your Jaeger bomb. Yeah, and then the other guy yesterday, Sam Burns.
Yeah, sure.
6 birdies, 3 doubles. It was nuts what he was doing.
You're not going to win it on day 1.
Huh?
You can absolutely lose it on day 1.
Yeah.
Much like I thought of this guy yesterday. End of the show. Scorched earth.
Yeah.
I can't believe he's going to do it again. This was me on Rory McIlroy. And here's the guy I'm never, ever betting again. McIlroy's now 12-1. So last night we had this draft in town. Bettors, odds makers, a bunch of other people here involved. 10 teams, 2 to a team basically, or I think maybe 1 solo team, picked 8 golfers. Rory McIlroy went second. And Circa kept bumping his odds up. He went to plus 705. I had to bet that at number, anything over 7-1. I also bet him plus 170 to finish top 5. Still possible. But what did Rory McIlroy just do? he doubled yet another hole. Paul, he was at 4 under and threatening to maybe make a move on Justin Rose at 7 under. He gave 2 back on 15 and 2 more back on 17. He's even par playing number 18 right now. I'm out.
I don't blame you.
That's it.
Yeah.
If I make a case for him again, which thank God I didn't during the week, but I made the bets anyway, do something to me. Okay. I said I'm never ever going to bet him again. So if he comes back and wins this thing on Sunday, I'll own it. Have to. It's out there. Set it.
Whatever you want to do.
What do you want? Yep. Well, I'll take suggestions, by the way.
Sure.
They said Eric the Clown from Seinfeld.
Put the fire out with his big shoe.
Yeah, right.
John Favreau.
Yeah. I'll have to go and get something Sunday night or Monday morning to wear in like a clown suit. Hopefully there's like a Halloween store that's already open.
How great is what a career that guy's had. And he gets to start Eric the Clown on a Seinfeld episode. Bozo, I got nothing. Never heard of Bozo the Clown? I got nothing. Incredible.
Did you grow up watching Bozo?
Yes, absolutely. Got to on WGN.
Yep.
Put the
Ping
right in the
balls.
bucket. Yeah,
I was so mad. I couldn't believe kids our age. Like you can't get past bucket number 3.
That's ridiculous.
I promise you, I can get the 5 and 6.
Yep.
So.
All right, dress up like the clown then. I was with you though too. So you owe him an apology. Hell of a job, and he's definitely in the mix. And this thing's getting good. How about the cut line now?
Wow.
This is phenomenal. What's happening here? Everyone on the cut line and flirting with disaster. So Boom Boom is 3 over, but he's got a birdie opportunity here. The projected cut is 2 over. Mickelson's 1 over. Rahm is 2 over. So is Schwartzel, Cantlay, Willett, Longer, and Bradley. Players who will get cut. Miss the cut. Henley, Kirk, DJ, Couples, McIntyre, Finau, Weir, Sergio, Cam Smith, Sepp Straka, Brooks Koepka, Adam Scott, and Horschel, Zalatoris. How about those names?
That is a list of heavy hitters right there.
Some big tickets, too. Number 1, Fred was 5-1 to make it. Still looking for a price on Longer. Koepka was plus 240 to get cut. Other plus prices on these guys as well. So, and a lot of them are finished too. Couples is on 17. McIntyre's on 15 last check, and Longer's on 18 here. So he gave one back too. So as of right now, Longer would make it.
Saw a great tweet on John Rahm.
Okay.
And that is, okay, the money is one thing, right? Mm-hmm. And who's gonna I guess argue that other than, if you want to, where the money's coming from. But they basically said it's just generational money that you really can't turn down. It's astronomical. You can't even do the math on the money.
Look, so where are you going? So what do you, okay?
He has not been the same guy since.
Yeah, right.
He was basically the best golfer in the world.
Was a killer.
Before he went to live, and now the guy's a borderline shot, I guess. Yeah. I mean, this is incredible.
There's a lot of buyer's remorse. Him, Koepka, a lot of guys.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep. I think he probably has to go to bed with that every night, too. The money's great.
Yeah.
But he was super competitive, man, and he was out there. Remember, the reason why you didn't want to bet John Rahm is because he would lose his cool all the time.
Right.
Because he was overly competitive.
Yeah.
Right? And then it just is like, okay, I'll take $600 million and nothing.
Sure. That goes for a lot of stuff. Athletes, music, whatever. It's like if you're coming up and you're hungry and I think, was it Dee Snider said this from Twisted Sister? I think David Lee Roth said it as well. I mean, it's like my life's great. What am I going to complain about? What am I, And David Lee Roth was certainly a pain in the ass.
Right.
And he goes off and does his own thing. But Dee Snider said that too. After a couple hit records and big songs, he's like, well, we're not going to take it. I mean, I don't know. What am I going to write about? I got a pool. My life's great. I don't know.
Yeah, the wheels are not spinning in my brain anymore.
Yeah.
So I don't really care. I have no more drive. I have no more passion. I will still argue, though, that maybe the best gig to have in the world is a really good golfer, but you're not good enough to win a major. You might win a tournament every other year.
Okay.
And you make $50 million and you play all these great golf courses around, and they could walk right here. And they could do a cannonball into the pool from this roof, and nobody would recognize the person.
Well, I told you that story. After Megabucks, my neighbor was Bob May.
Yeah.
Huge palatial estate. To put it in perspective, the ex paid like $900,000 cash for the house. And Bob May's my neighbor. And you look up, Bob May never did, right?
Yeah,
Long career, but almost beat Tiger.
Yeah, oh, sure.
And that was it.
Playoff.
But that was, it's like, what did Bob May ever do? But the guy's set.
And his career earnings are probably, $15, $20 million. Whatever.
Right. But look how far back we're going, though.
Oh, yeah,
if he plays now, well, forget it.
Yeah, the guys that come to mind are
the
like
Westwood stories, and hey, this guy made $60 million over the course of his career. This guy, get out of here.
Remember the Westwood story was nuts because he got divorced from his wife.
Yeah.
And we were blown away. Like, wait a second, he's going to owe her $40 million. How much did he make?
So, and then the current wife was the caddy, right, or something, or what he was messing around with. Remember that?
I don't remember that part.
Oh, okay, no. That was good too. Oh God.
Okay.
Couples just missed.
Did he?
I think Freddie's going to miss the cut now. Oh, that was a fun ride. Fun ride if he had 5-1. I don't think Freddie's going to get there. Damn.
Nice 2-day sweat, huh?
Yeah. Damn.
Not quite instant gratification, but.
Yeah.
All right, the VSiN Pro Summer Special is going on as we speak. You can get VSiN's exclusive betting splits until August 1st. Only $59. You can look on the website every day, all these sports that are available, and get the splits from DraftKings, a national book, a lot of public action there. Circa, only in 5 states. They take a lot of sharp action. You can break it down there and see the differences between those two books at vsin.com. Get started today by going to vsin.com/subscribe. It's a busy night and an important night tonight in the NBA. Monstrous point spreads, basically unlike anything we've ever seen. And we will get into some of the player props that we are focusing in on tonight as well. Bets that we like here on Follow the Money.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Welcome in. Mitch Moss, Pauly Howard with you here on day 2 of the Masters. We're live at Stadium Swim. Glorious day here in downtown Las Vegas. Circa Resort and Casino is the spot. Love this pool. I'm not going to want to leave here at 4 o'clock when the show's done. Not going to want to do it.
The best, man. Oh, it's so good.
So it's a huge night. Would you like this, by the way? NBA. Everybody plays. Nobody plays tomorrow. Everybody plays Sunday.
Nah, not really. I don't. I like it scattered, but for everyone playing at the same time and all that other business. I just think they blew the whole thing between the day off tomorrow. Then you're going against the final round of the Masters.
Yeah, sure.
People are tuned out. Lakers, magic number to get the 3 seed, 1. They're laying 12 tonight against Houston.
Can I give you an update there?
Sure.
Sengun out. Amen Thompson out.
Here we go.
Van Vliet out. Jabari Smith out. Dylan Brooks out. And Terry Eason out tonight.
All right, there you go.
I'm searching for player props still with the Rockets. I don't see anything yet.
It's your guy, yep. Your guy Shepard. Denver at home to Memphis. Too much here? 7.5? I know it's a back-to-back, but Denver, now it comes out that Malone lost the locker room. Now that comes out. They couldn't stand him. Magic number for a top 6 seed, 2. They close with Houston on Sunday. Home court advantage in the first round, avoiding the play-in tournament. That's on the line. If Memphis loses, it's going to be in the play-in. Clippers, they're currently the 5 seed. Magic number for a top 6 seed is 2. They're at SAC, they're at Golden State. Golden State is the 6. Again, all these teams have the same record.
Right.
There could be a 5-way tie. Lakers a game ahead and have every tiebreaker on everybody. Magic number for a top 6 seed is 2. Golden State's at Portland tonight, laying 14. They close with the Clippers. Highest possible finish, 4. Lowest, 8. Memphis do not control their own destiny at Denver, home to Dallas. Highest possible finish, 4. Lowest, 8. And then Minnesota, who's still the 8th seed, by the way. Brooklyn at home, Utah at home. They're laying 21 tonight. Highest possible finish, 4. Lowest possible finish, 8. They win a lot of tiebreakers, though. And Sacramento, magic number for the 9 seed is 1. They have the Clippers and Suns at home. And then the Knicks, magic number is 1 to get the 3 seed. They have Cleveland tonight, and they're at Brooklyn. Pretty much everything else. Milwaukee's magic number is 1 to get the 5. Atlanta's magic number is 1 to get the 8. Chicago's magic number is 1 to get the 9. All right, my friend.
Okay, I'm going to bring this angle up from our buddy Weston. I love the way he thinks outside the box, takes bombs.
Uh-huh.
He said, how about this angle tonight? Big spreads. Boston has nothing to play for.
Concur.
And the Wolves cannot close games. So it's kind of a reverse teaser. A two-legger at FanDuel. Hornets plus 14, Nets plus 16 pays 15.5. Plus 550.
Hornets, what was the last one?
Hornets plus 14, Nets plus 16.
Sure.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
At plus 550 to happen.
Why would the Celtics care, and
But
why would they play them long?
Yeah, exactly right.
When you're locked in. You're the champs. It's just, let's get, God forbid someone gets hurt. Get ready for the playoffs.
Is Missoula going to tell all the backups to say, hey, guys, take 68 threes tonight?
Why
I'm fine with that.
Sure. And, you know.
But none of the key guys, I would think.
Yeah. It's tough, I know, but I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Yeah.
It's a bizarre night, no doubt. Atlanta, 11.5. Celtics, 20-point favorites. Bulls, 16. Heat, 15.5. Minnesota, 21. Dallas, 11.5. Golden State, 14.5. Lakers, 12.
Yes.
The other thing is it's also who you're playing. Did Phil birdie or bogey? Anyways, he's one over. He's flirting with the cut line here with 5 holes left. So you also have teams that need it against teams that are tanking, or teams that need it against teams that are sitting.
That's correct.
So it's a perfect storm tonight. But a ton of ways to attack this player prop stuff, though.
I'll give you some examples. Well, now it turns out, by the way, I missed this getting ready for the show coming down here. I bet Giddy right away in the morning over 38.5. He said 40 plus in 13 out of his last 19 games, PRA. Questionable with the forearm tonight? A couple hours ago, all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So Kobe White also PRA. It's about 33.5 right now. He is 16-4 over that number last 20 games. As the Bulls are just, they should name their score as long as they have everybody. I don't know about Giddy again yet, taking on this Capitals team, Wizards team, I should say. Yeah. Richiche, first bet that I made today, had 38 last night. It's a back-to-back, obviously. The rookie for Atlanta took 20 shots. He made 15 field goals. He was 6 of 11 from downtown. They played Philadelphia twice in March. He had 22 points against them each time. Philadelphia is just a total stink bomb. Mm-hmm. They've been the entire year, and it's 14.5. I had to bet that. I laid 20 cents on him.
All right.
And Tyler Hero's another one. 6-1 over 22.5 points last 7 games, and also 6-1 over 32.5 PRA. And you immediately brought up.
I'm going Jaw. I can't find Grimes. He's not up at DraftKings. Where did you see Grimes?
I saw 24.5. Okay, I can't remember the book right away this morning.
I like that. Yep. If he plays, yeah. Remember, the only under he's had going back was the other night, and he was 0 of 10 at the half and 4 of 17, and he still had 17 points. I'm going Jaw over 27.5. He's gone over his point prop 14 in a row. He is 27.5 tonight against Denver. Denver, no defense, even though it's a back-to-back, but a big game for Memphis. And Jaw was awesome offensively. Have the grenade. Did Longer blow this, Luke? Did he bogey 18 to miss the cut? Let me know. But I'm going to go over 27.5 with Ja tonight. Best Bets brought to you by G-Bank, official bank of Visa. They're up in the ante with a $750 bonus for new G-Bank Visa Signature Card customers. New customers who spend $1,000 on eligible purchases within 90 days from account opening get a $250 bonus. If you spend $50,000 on gaming and sports app loads within the 30 days of account opening, you get another $500 bonus. Potentially a $750 bonus. Apply now. VSiN.com/GBank. Subject to credit approval. VSiN.com/GBank. Go get it.
Don't forget, Kawhi Leonard has been crushing his rebound prop, but it was lower earlier in the week at 5.5, bumped up to like 6.5 at least tonight, and a little bit of juice on the over. But he's been crushing that one, and Luka has not. 7 straight games under 8.5 rebounds for the Lakers. I think I might go to war with that one again.
Yeah, it could be a blowout.
Right, and he might get
people.
I guess he could have like 10 at halftime. Yeah. But if he doesn't,
well, this is the letdown game. I mean, he had Wednesday circled. Let me go off the homecoming. Let me torch an eco, and he did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I was wrong on that. But this is, you would think, let's get everyone involved, get the win, clinch the 3 seed, and talk to you in 10 days.
I also like the idea of potentially laddering Zach Edey's rebounding prop for tonight. It's 10.5. He only had 9 last night, but he's playing 30-plus minutes in all these April games, and his rebounds going back 19, 21, 13, and 16. And recently, some centers have had really good success against Denver. Not all of them, but Sabonis had 12. Gobert, 12. Filipowski, not a center, but he had 11. Miles Turner only had 2. That's 4.5 below his average. And Sengun had 14. So Edey here playing really, really great basketball. I think his net rating or the on-off numbers with Edie lately, if I can speak English, absolutely phenomenal.
Now, did you hear the Joker thing? This was on a popular podcast. I can't believe if this can be true. This year, when Joker is on the floor, Denver is the #1 team offensively in NBA history. When he's on the bench, they are the worst team in the league.
Is that right?
It's impossible.
Well, I'll buy the first
But it's also
one for
he
sure.
also has no chance to win the MVP if you look at the odds.
No,
though.
I know, none.
But that's the biggest endorsement you could say, that they're the best offense in NBA history when he's on the floor. When he's on the bench, they're the worst team in the league offensively.
Okay,
That's ridiculous.
The first one, snap call, I totally buy it.
Yeah.
They drop down to that putrid when he's off? I would have guessed like 20th in the league or something like that.
Yeah. Dead last.
Well, what other proof do we really need here then?
I know. They're lost without him. And the fact that, going into this year, never played with an all-star. How about that?
How far are they going to go this year?
I don't know. I don't know. I still can't believe what they did to Malone. You still deserve better, to be treated better, and also you earn another year after you won the title 2 years ago, right? So I know there were differences, and they weren't even talking, him and the GM. I mean, it was ugly. People were miserable, but they were unprofessional, the both of them.
I think it's a win.
Still, I can't believe it. Even if you say, I don't like Malone or what he's doing, you guys, you just won the title. You were up 20 on Minnesota in a Game 7. You could have gone back to the finals. Now you say that's it?
Right.
We're going in a different. How about this? Kroenke wanted to fire him at the All-Star break.
I heard that part, yeah.
But they won 8 in a row. It just
That's
set
when
up.
they got super hot.
Well, they played bad teams, though,
I know,
too.
yeah.
They were playing bad teams. Then they won 8 in a row. He goes, I can't fire the guy. I want to fire him. I was going to fire him, but now we won 8 in a row.
I actually think it's a win for the team if they make it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I can't see this team beating OKC.
Okay, yeah.
I don't even think that's a series, to be honest. If Chet and
They're not
Hartenstein are both going to be healthy.
No bench. Don't buy in defensively.
I think they'll get destroyed. That's a 5, maybe 6 game series. Other teams can give OKC fits. I don't think Denver's one of them.
I would, yeah. Minnesota's hard to figure out, though, too.
All right, a lot of action going on here today at Stadium Swim. We're live.
CircaLasVegas.com.
There you go, baby.
Book your cabana.
I think we might be joined by Derek Stevens up next. Owner, CEO of this great property. We'll get into Masters handle if so, with him coming up here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Oh, what a day. We're very lucky, Pauly. We're live, Stadium Swim, the best pool I think I've ever seen in my entire life anywhere. No exaggeration. Said it from day one.
No doubt.
Day 2 of the Masters, ongoing. And the owner and the CEO of this amazing property, Derek Stevens, joins us up here on set. How are you, my man?
Good. You know what? I was planning on joining you with a little more pool apparel, but my last meeting went long, so I was just chugging it up here to try to get up here just in time. Little warm.
How about that?
Great.
How about, I love it. But how about this? Like, we were just talking about this earlier in the show, and so people, they probably are thinking, guys, knock it off. It's never cold in Las Vegas. Well, once you're here for a while, your blood thins out, and it gets chilly, right?
Yeah.
And it's super windy. Like, is it going to be nice here at all this year? And then today, all of a sudden, bam, 95 degrees.
I mean, you guys come up here, you bring the heat, record heat, 96 today.
Oh, yeah?
Not a cloud in the sky. And the Masters, 143-foot screen. I love it.
Can't beat it.
Yes. What gives? I thought you only allowed meetings to go an hour.
Yeah,
You're the boss. What happened?
Yeah, we went a little long, man, a little long.
Oh, man, tough beat. How about this, though, with the win, with the menu, you get the cabana, watch the Masters, you're right about the screen, and then the ham and cheese, the pimento cheese, what you're doing with all the drinks. This is awesome here with the For the Win.
Yeah, I had the ham and cheese yesterday, pretty tasty. Couple of egg salads today for lunch.
Sure.
Can't beat the value.
All right. $1.50.
What a great
Awesome.
idea. It's got to be super popular. I mean, the place is packed today. Right?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's good.
How about action? Like when you guys have to book this stuff, then after day 1, you do the outrights, the matchups, everything like that. Jeff Davis came on earlier in the week. He said, oh, my God, the right's been absolutely incredible. Is that something that continues on Thursday night into Friday morning?
Yeah, we were pretty happy last night when we posted. Now, tonight, you know, Circa Sports is going to post about 6 p.m. Pacific time And this is the night where we're going to see the most amount of action. It comes in after the cut. Obviously, there's a lot of a pretty big variance here today. What we're going to see tonight versus what we saw after round one. So I expect to have a ton of action starting tonight that comes in. You know, it's amazing that when you think about it, Circa Sports goes into this and we win big to Scheffler. I kind of like that position going in.
Sure.
Now I know he's not having the greatest day, but we're hanging in there.
Who do you guys lose to at the top?
Bryson. DeChambeau is our worst outcome right now out of anybody in like the top 8 or so.
So Rose, I believe, on Wednesday was maybe 135 to 1 here.
Yeah.
Any takers on him?
Yeah, there were, but we win pretty good to him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're good to Justin Rose. Good to Scheffler. Good to Connors. So DeChambeau is we're kind of in a spot now. Now, what people don't really realize sometimes, like with these pools, every session it really evolves quite a bit. So, you know, the matrix we had yesterday morning quite a bit different than this morning, and then what we're going to see tomorrow is going to be substantially different. But I think we built up a pretty substantial gap here with Scheffler. I mean, even if he comes back, I mean, we're going to be in pretty good shape to him.
Sure.
I was blown away by what Jeff Davis said, that the Cabrera prop missed the cut was doing tremendous action. And then he blew up today and missed the cut. I mean, he did prison time, gets out, wins a tournament, and people were eating that one up. I don't know if you saw it. Fred Couples was 5-1 to make it. He missed the cut by 1 shot. Bernard Longer just missed the cut by 1 shot. This is all just happening here in the last 5 minutes, but this is crazy, too, with all these props being decided.
Where's Morikawa right now?
I thought 1 under.
Under? Okay, so he'll make the cut.
Yeah.
Morikawa was definitely one of the more popular early picks for sure.
Do you guys lose to McIlroy?
I got to pull that up. It didn't.
Okay.
It didn't stand up. We lose to Morikawa though.
I'm trying to find him right now where he's at on the. He is currently at 2 under.
2 under.
Okay, he'll
and
make
he's
it.
through 14.
Good.
Ask him what you asked me earlier in the show. Door 1 or door 2?
Door 1, African Safari. Door 2, I get you a badge. You're on the grounds for 4 days at the Masters.
What's the catch?
No
No,
catch.
you-
You
no,
pick
no
one.
catch. You
Door
pick one.
one.
You
Door
pick
one.
one.
You get one. What do you want to do?
It's a grand prize.
I ask you because the prices are outrageous. People are renting out their homes for $30,000. The badges are going for $20,000.
Yeah, but I'm a different. I mean, that's what I don't get. Like, of course, I would love to go to the Masters. You couldn't pay me to go on a safari.
Come on.
I don't want to go on a safari.
Everyone says it lives up to the hype, and it's the real deal.
Yeah, that's what I hear too. Good for them. I don't care. I don't want to go. I don't want to go.
No interest?
What?
Why?
What are you gonna do over there? Go watch a couple giraffes? I don't know. It's not my
Watch a
deal.
couple
So,
giraffes.
I don't want to go.
No desire to see a giraffe 8 feet away, hippos, lions, cheetahs, anything like that?
No, none.
Are
Ever.
you?
Ever.
Wow.
No.
But you're not a big traveler,
Wow.
though. You just love staying in Las Vegas.
Well, I love Las Vegas.
Yeah.
No, I love traveling too. But if I travel, I mean, I think I'd like to rather go to Japan, have some great food. I'd like to go to Hawaii. You know, I went to Italy last year. Well, yeah, I don't want to go see a safari. Middle of baseball season. I don't want to do that.
He's baffled. What are you going to do?
Do you
I
have
love
like
to
a
see
spot
couple-
across the world anywhere you're like, I can't believe I've never been there. I got to do that at some point.
I'd love to go to Australia someday.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Australia, New Zealand. Just I haven't gotten around to doing that. But no, safari. That's
It's
not
out.
on my
Completely
list.
out.
No, I don't wanna
Thumbs
do it.
down.
My
Wow.
buddies went. My buddies went a few months ago. They went in November. I couldn't understand. Like, how could he do this in the middle of football season? Obviously, the guy got knocked out of Circuit Survivor. That's what happens. You knocked out.
Yeah.
He asked me earlier this week, Wilder ride, the Florida Future ticket here, or taking a cab in downtown Manhattan, or like whatever in Manhattan. I haven't been to New York City in a long time. I told him, Paul, you haven't lived until you've been in a cab in Italy. So when you went there last year and you were getting driven around, look at him.
Wow.
Look at him. He's
You got the
shaking.
shakes. It's that bad?
You ever seen anything like it before?
No, these guys are different. Man, I don't know how they did it, but I was like, oh, got to think through. Close your eyes. I'm in the car with Nicole. You know, she won. She's like, I don't know. Just close your eyes. Close your eyes. We'll be all right. They're different. And then roads are like,
That's
That's what he said.
yeah. And then they're coming this way, and they're getting past, and everybody's
you got meters crossing like this is how tight it is.
it's bonkers.
Man.
How is the baseball right here early on in the season?
It's been pretty good.
Yeah.
It's been pretty good.
Are the Yerfie Nerfies bigger and better than ever?
Yerfies and Nerfies have continued doing what they're doing. They're good. What we've seen though is we've seen a lot more in-game play. You know, I think maybe the Dodgers, the Dodgers as good as they are, you know, once a game starts going, people don't mind laying 4.5 runs. They don't mind you know.
Yeah.
So everybody's just excited about, you know, who the first 3 up in the next inning, that type of thing. So Dodger play's been good. Padres starting off the season hot's been good. Cubs starting the season off has been good. You know, Yankees torpedo bat story, that was a good story.
What about A's overs? Did you guys take a lot of money on that?
A's overs, yeah. The first 5 went over, and then Game 6 went under at Sacramento. Yeah, so there's been a lot of good storylines. Action's been good.
Can I ask you about what happened with DraftKings in Massachusetts? Do you agree with your employee, Mr. Benson, that this could create a slippery slope about the guy passed away? He had $100,000 in futures, and my wife asked to void him.
Yeah, you know, I saw the story yesterday, but I don't know enough about it to comment.
Okay.
I was a little surprised that all parties wanted to void, and they said that was acceptable. But I don't know enough on the story to make a comment.
Okay.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, so when they did that, and they all agreed, that's what the widow wanted. DraftKings said, okay, let's go to the commission here, and the Massachusetts Gaming Control Board, they unanimously approved it. Say, yeah, no problem here.
Very unique, special circumstance. I mean, I don't know. I think if Jeff Benson made a comment, well, yeah, then you know what? If there, was there a cash out option? There's not a cash out.
I'm sure there was.
Good point.
Right?
Good point. What? Also, this was the Celtics, and they're the favorites now, and he would won 380,000.
Yeah.
What if it was an average team?
What if it's the Bucks?
Yeah, I mean
that's another angle.
Does that come into this? Yeah. What if it was a team that wasn't going to make the playoffs?
Damn right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know.
Without knowing all the details, I was like, oh, this is kind of interesting.
Sure.
Well, and that also led us into a conversation, which I think would take a lot longer potentially with you, about people who they were calling them death books, death safes. Basically, their wives know this, or their girlfriends know this. All their passwords, all their accounts are hidden somewhere, but they cannot have access to it until that person dies.
What do you want me to comment on that? I don't know what to say.
But I think that's a smart thing, right? Because
yeah. You have to have your wife. You have to have, like, we have a common safe. You got to have something where you can trust somebody to get into something for sure.
How is it typically handled when somebody passes away, though, and they might have, I don't know, 50,000 in an app or whatever the number might be?
Yeah, I mean that happens. That happens. You know, unfortunately, more often than we'd like. But there's a pretty standard protocol. The next of kin, the executor of the state, comes in. We fill out the forms, and that's how it happens.
Oh, is that right? It's
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, it's happened many times. It's not that big a deal. I mean, it's the same thing that happens. Like people die with money in their bank account. I mean,
sure, right.
Hey, let's talk about tomorrow. We're going to post a number. I'm going to go down right after this.
Okay.
You know who's right below you, right? Having their time of their life.
Someone from Chicago, I heard.
Oh, yeah, we got somebody from Chicago. That's a whole nother story.
Okay.
I probably can't say that on air. But we got the whole Nashville Predators team having their team party, right?
Oh, really?
Remember Jonathan Marchessault, one of the old Golden
Yeah.
here. He's treating everybody on Nashville.
Oh.
They play here tomorrow. So today's their day off. So they're all down there having some fun. Have a little bit of fun talking to these guys.
You going to get your trunks on, have a couple of cocktails here?
Absolutely.
Hop in, Cannonball?
Absolutely.
Thanks, Derek. We appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
CircaLasVegas.com, baby. Get
There you
that
go.
cabana.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Welcome back. Day 2 of the Masters. Mitch Moss, Pauly Howard, live stadium swim, Circa, Las Vegas. What a spot, what a day. And now the main event.
Oh, yeah.
As the beautiful and the talented Taryn joins us here from Stadium Swim, who helped open up this pool during the pandemic in 2020. How are you?
I'm fabulous.
How's your day going?
It's hot, but it's good.
But that's a good thing, right? Because, again, we just talked about this with Derek Stevens. It was like windy and cold for like 4 months to begin the year here.
Yeah, and it's actually interesting. I had a table today that's a local as well, and they're in hospitality, and we were talking about how we don't have a slow season anymore because, you know, years ago, where do you watch the Masters? Like, when did we celebrate the Masters?
Sure.
And now it's back to back. Masters this week, WrestleMania next week. We don't have a slow season, so it's super, super blessed to be in the city.
Yeah, that's right. You guys are going to have a WrestleMania viewing party here. I'm guessing that's completely sold out, going to be packed to the gills?
I would imagine, yeah. I think about that when it comes up.
Okay. All right,
I'll deal with today,
here.
yeah.
Okay.
So not only do you work here, you also work at Live Nightclub. You work there tonight as well till 5 in the morning?
Till 5 in the morning. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Don't say it like that, because I got to be positive about it.
Well, how do you, yeah, okay, just a lot of Red Bull and the motivation of I'm going to make a lot of money today?
It is. Well, you know, I appreciate this industry. It's motivational, the people we meet and the environment we're in. And, you know, for a lot of the majority of it, people think this industry is just selling liquor. And a lot of times it's creating memories. And we get to create these memories for millions of people. It's really fulfilling.
From all over the world.
All over the world, 2 times a day.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Are you expected to drink with people like every single day? I'm sure you get asked by, countless people, right? Hey, shots on me. Come on, let's go.
Definitely expected. But yeah, obviously we're at work and we have to maintain our composure.
Okay.
Yeah, and otherwise the liver might be hurting after a little while, too.
We deal with that when we have to do it.
When we get to it. How do you get this job? Do you have to have experience? Do you have to be just to be pretty? I mean, what's the qualifications?
I mean, I think there's a lot, you know, especially when I got this job, I had some experience in serving and hospitality, but I didn't know people in this venue or in this industry. And I tell a lot of people, a lot of girls that ask me how to do this, like, it takes one yes to change your life. So just try and try and try and give it your best, go in it genuine, and you never know where it's going to take you. And it literally changed my life. I'm so grateful for this job and for this life. And yeah.
And you're always in a positive attitude.
I try to be.
Right. Well, exactly right.
I tell people it's not a bad office. You know, how can I be in a bad mood?
No kidding. So explain this to us. You were the first person here at Stadium Swim to join the $1 Million Club?
To create.
To create. Okay. Go ahead. What does that mean?
So we have sales, right? Like, you know, we're in the industry of sales. So starting this venue, we're making a name for ourselves. And I ended up performing really well. And I think it was in 2021 or 2022 that I sold $1 million in sales in a span of 1 year of a season. And so we created the $1 Million Club. And yeah, I'm happy to have that title.
All right. How many coworkers are also in the club now?
I haven't done the numbers of everybody else. It was just me that year.
Okay.
But I'm sure there's plenty.
Yeah.
The most money spent at a cabana by anybody in the history of Stadium Swim, if you had to ballpark it, would be around how much?
I would say it's like a nice condo in Vegas.
A nice condo nowadays. We're like the 5th or 6th most expensive city in the entire country.
Yeah.
Did you know the person? Were they known?
No, we didn't know them.
You didn't know them?
No.
Okay.
Biggest tip, can you ballpark that for you or anybody here?
I would say like a boat.
Yeah, it was a boat. It was a boat.
Evan.
We know that.
Evan.
We know
There you
that
go,
person.
Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent. She's been my server many times. She's incredible.
I'm media prepped.
Yeah, you want to hang out with Taryn, CircaLasVegas.com. Book your cabana, book your stay. Get here now, CircaLasVegas.com. Okay, so...
Instagram or whatever.
Oh.
TikTok, what do you want to give out? What do you want?
Taryn Ferris.
Ferris?
Farris. Taryn.
Okay,
You
very
travel a lot.
I do travel a lot.
Are you okay? Do you like to hang by yourself?
I do. I mean, it's overstimulating a lot, you know, like it's a high intensity environment. So it's nice to have that down. And I'm a very outgoing social person in general, but I also enjoy my own company. You know, I think that's why I'm good with this job is because I just have a positive outlook on life. And I like to give that back to myself. I'm my own best friend at the end of the day, and I give that energy to my clients when they come in. That's why the sales are what they are, the numbers are what they are, and they come back for that. And yeah, I have to give that same energy to myself, and I make sure I do that.
Do you travel with any of the other women who work here at Stadium Swim?
All of them.
All the time?
That's why I travel so much, because they can't stop inviting us.
Yeah. Favorite city?
Favorite city? I really like the Philippines. like El Nido in the Philippines.
Oh, going deep.
Yeah. Well, I like to travel I've traveled in the U.S. a bit, but I like to travel internationally a lot.
Okay.
And
Derek Stevens told us he does not. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's the difference. The one difference we have.
Yeah. Right.
And I say this a lot too. Everyone brings their culture to Vegas. Everybody comes here and brings all of their experience in their life and their culture and how they live. And it's nice to go there and see where it comes from.
And you're from here.
I am from here, born and raised.
One of the rare.
Yeah,
that doesn't happen very
rare.
often here.
I like to tell people I'm a natural degenerate.
That's great.
Good answer.
Do you gamble?
I don't gamble. That's probably why
Wow.
I'm successful in this town.
Oh, that's a shocker.
So after you've had like a good day here, right, and somebody's spending big time
Yeah.
here, and then
Yeah.
you do really well at the other nightclub that you work at as well. You had a really good weekend. What's the most unnecessary thing you've ever purchased, or the most amount of money, and you're like, God, what was I thinking there? Anything come to mind?
To be honest, I'm pretty humble with my money. I like to think I don't buy too luxurious. I spend the most on travel.
Okay.
I think travel pays more than any salary does. That experience in itself is everything. So I'll book any amount of money. I'll book a plane ticket because I appreciate that.
It's Follow the Money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. We're live at Stadium Swim, day 2 of the Masters here at Circa Las Vegas. Taryn Ferris is our guest. She helped open up this great property in this pool, and you can follow her on Instagram and on TikTok at Taryn Ferris. And she was the first member ever of the $1 Million Club here for $1 Million sales. That is all outstanding. So what do you like to do for fun other than traveling everywhere across the world?
I snowboard a lot.
Go to Utah?
I dabble with Utah. I like Colorado. I go to Mammoth a lot in
Beautiful.
California. My next trip, hopefully, is Japan to snowboard.
That'd be something else.
That would be something else.
Wow.
So.
How often are you serving somebody here in a cabana? Big sports bettor. Circa takes huge bets, obviously, and they have 50,000 on a game, 100,000 on a game, 20,000 on a game, whatever it is. Are they telling you about that when they have big bets on stuff?
You can kind of feel the energy sometimes. As you work so consistently, you understand like people's stress levels are up and down, especially, the boys are so big with the sports and they're always, talking in the back about, the games or whatever. So we know what's going on. A lot of us directly aren't too involved with the betting aspect of it all, but we know what the big bets are. So when we have teams that are clients that come in for those teams, we know that there's a lot of money on the table.
So good. She's so good.
The attitude
Got
changes
it.
in the cabana in a
Awesome.
second.
Yep.
3 at the buzzer. Oh, my God, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, right.
We got the flags ready.
You can take this any direction you want. Pet peeves, do's and don'ts, advice, stuff that bothers you from customers, that kind of thing.
I don't get too sensitive about people's, their energy when they come in. People come to Vegas to let loose a little bit. They want to be the alter ego that they always dreamed about, and that's on them. To be honest, I don't have disrespectful people. I don't have overbearing people. People are always really respectful of the work that we give. And, you have to remember that this is supposed to be fun. Like, they're here to have fun, and they're not here to harass you. They're here to have fun. So you got to give it back. You got to be witty. You have to have tough skin in this industry, sorry. And it just makes for a better day that way.
You were doing shots with us at a cabana that we had a couple of years ago.
Don't say that.
Oh, I can't say that? Okay. Yeah, I think you faked doing them actually is what happened.
I think it was someone else.
You were dumping them and then you were pretending to make us feel good about it. Yeah.
How popular are the champagne showers?
They're very popular.
You see this
They're
on
very
Instagram
popular.
all the time.
Well, and then people a lot of time, almost every single table will say like, we don't want that, we don't need that, whatever. And I'm a big advocate for champagne. I genuinely love champagne. I know the memories it's brought me, and when you love a product, it's easy to sell it. It's very genuine. So I tell them, it's about a memory. Yeah, the money is going to come and go, but we're going to make this memory for you. You're not going to forget it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sean Higgs did that. How much is it? What if I want the shower?
Yeah.
5? It's 500?
Oh, at least.
It's more than that.
Look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, at least.
Isn't it 5 dimes? Isn't it 5,000?
Usually.
Yeah.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That shower's $5,000?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, there's some that are $5,000. We like to vary.
You're awesome.
Follow her on Instagram and TikTok at Taryn Ferris.
Yeah.
Tarris. You're the best. Thank you, Taryn.
Thank you.